Alright, good Saturday morning everyone. We are on the 44th episode of the adventures of Qyune and Sam once again. Today I think we're going to try to make our way out of Terrakar Forest, and I don't know where we need to go next, to be honest. I don't want to go back to Blade's Edge, but the more I thought about it, the more we might actually have to look at that area to at least get us to 67. We'll see how far Terrakar Forest can get us. Let's see, we have Q, Sky, Progressive. Good morning, guys. How's everyone doing? Q says, my morning's been good. Progressive says, haven't leveled much since yesterday because I'm back at work. Might get in it for about an hour afterwards. Yeah, now you're doing, are you going to go Beastmaster again, Progressive? I'm assuming that's what you were doing last time, but I wasn't exactly sure, to be honest. Let's go ahead and if others begin to watch the stream after the stream is complete, let's go ahead and knock out the rules real quick. So there is no dying, no gear above white quality, no gear enchants, no talents, no potions, no flasks, no elixirs, no healthstones, no joining groups or raids, no killing dungeon or raid bosses, no food buffs, no XP boosting activity, no pet battle leveling, no bodyguards, referring to warlords and warlords of Draenor and Legion, and there's no professions except for first aid, which for some reason I still have yet to do. I think I sold all my cloths, so we won't be doing that. This guy says, so close to 100 subs. Yeah, believe it or not, that's we're already there. I don't know whether or not that's good or bad given the time that I start, but that's pretty cool. So thank you everyone who has subbed so far. That is pretty neat. Let's see, we have Progressive says, yes, Beastmaster. Nice. Are you going to do that again? I think we'll go ahead and log in and see if we can finish up in Terrakar. We were kind of doing the Bone Waste quest, and those tend to be your more dangerous quests within the zone. You have a lot more going in and out of the crypts, as well as killing your harder hitting mobs. So we'll close that. And yeah, it looked like, I think we'll turn this quest in, and then there's another small hub right here. So what kind of has me concerned is if we look at the map, I'll blow this up just to make it that much easier to see. Let's go to Outland. We've knocked out Hellfire, we've knocked out Zinger Marsh, we have Terrakar. We can either go here to get ourselves up to 67, which is Blade's Edge Mountains, or we can go to Nagran, which now that I'm looking at it, I'm kind of leaning toward Nagran. We had just such a rough time in Blade's Edge last time that maybe we'll give Nagran a shot and we'll see how it goes. But once we get to 67, we can either go into Shadowmoon Valley or Netherstorm. I did Shadowmoon Valley last time. It wasn't that bad. There's a couple quests, of course, you need to watch out for, but given that I have a little bit of experience in Shadowmoon, I think that's where we'll go once we are 67. So with all the technicalities out of the way, let's go ahead and just did we sell everything last time? I think we did. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay. I didn't throw too much on the auction house. I probably should have, but we actually do have enough gold. So when we hit 68 or 70, we should be able to get the 280% speed flying. So that'd be nice. So with all that done, let's go level up. Normally the stream is 3 hours, and we'll be doing that again today. And I think we're so close to 66 we can actually have a goal of making it to 67 a day, and maybe we can end the stream somewhere in Shadowmoon Valley. I think we do have to eventually kill this guy. He's got 7k health, so not impossible, but we will need cooldowns for him. So let's see here. Oh, you know what? I think we need to actually go down in here. If I get dismounted, we have Goblin Gliders, so I just need to be able to click them quickly enough. I only say that because sometimes you can fly over a certain area and automatically get dismounted. And I try to fly close to the ground, that way there's just less risk of if I accidentally hit the wrong key and I dismount myself, or if something flies by and hits me, I do have some sort of recovery method. Alright, so we got Sam out, Sammy's out, we're all good to go. Excuse me. We did collect the bones yesterday, so we'll grab destroy 10 lost spirits. And I think this has us go into the dungeon, but we'll grab it anyway, just so we don't keep grabbing it and dropping it, abandoning it. Well, that's some free XP. I'll take that. Alright, let's see. Find and speak with Ezekiel in Shathra City. Okay. We may do that, we may not. Usually the running back and forth to talk to him at this point, I think it's just going to kind of lead you into the quest line to go into the dungeon and do something, so it's not too high of a priority for us. What I am going to do is, given that we've gone here before, for some reason I may be missing a quest throughout here, but there should be some sort of lead that makes you go over here and turn in a quest, but for whatever reason I keep missing it every time I'm out here, so we're just going to fly over there knowing that there's a small quest hub, so and that'll just save us running around doing one quest at a time. Progressive says, I actually like Negran and doing the Hemet Necessary quest. I think they are called. Yep, I think you're right. And I think the good thing about those is, you know, nobody really likes the grinding quests, or a lot of people don't. But the good thing about those is that they've kind of nerfed them since then. I think when the Outland first came out, we need to... Who do we need to talk to get these guys going? Oh, they already started going. Okay. When Outland first came out, Negran and the Hemet Necessary quest had you kill 30 of each, and that was extremely time consuming. But I think the XP back then was a lot... You needed a lot more XP to get from level to level. But now I think they've kind of reduced that down to 10 or 15. Progressive says, yeah, no elites. Oh, really? I didn't know they reduced the elites. That's nice. That's kind of what I was worried about with Negran. So if that's the case, then maybe Negran won't be so bad. Because of the elites, that's what I was kind of concerned about. So once these guys get to the dig site, I think we gotta fight some crust bursters. That's what they're called in Hellfire. I don't know quite what they're called out here, to be honest. But they are literally mining their way to the location, so there's that. Now last time we saw a rare, I think. And I don't know if it's the shadowy skeleton or if it was something else last time, because we did kill the shadowy skeleton yesterday. Maybe we'll get lucky and kill him again today. This escort's not too bad, I don't think. I think one of those worm things are supposed to pop up here pretty soon. Alright, so there's the drum. One of them wants to hit it, I'm sure. And the sooner he hits it, the better, actually. I kind of have the my chat window here blocked, but some of the RP that they have go back and forth kind of funny. If it's the first time you've read it, I think they do a pretty good job in general with the dialogue within the game. Some of it's kind of corny, of course, but for the most part, I think it's pretty good. I generally enjoy reading the dialogue and the text and the conversations within the game. Well, they're still talking about whether or not to hit the drum, I think. Chief Archaeologist. Oh, there we go. It's called a bone shifter out here, so there's that. Silence that poison. Oh yeah, these are kind of a pain because they do go back and forth. I'm gonna kill that scorpion just because that's too close. So is that done? I don't see a complete here. I guess it is. Yeah, okay. Yeah, nothing. I don't. Maybe it's not tracking the quest. I'm not sure. Okay, whatever. No big deal. So we'll complete that, and then I want you to bring him 8 mature bone shifter carcasses. Okay. So this is pretty much where we take off and kill and burn everything from west to east. I think this is the burning part. Yep. Yeah, last time I was out here, I was trying to burn the corpses I've killed, so that would save us a little bit of time. Alright, so we'll go ahead and burn that as well. I think we're freeing the spirits, is what it's called. Improper burial. Alright, so we have good many corpses to burn here. Man. Grab that guy, that one, and that one. I guess we'll grab the skeleton just in case. I don't know if we can start picking up the skulls yet for the upcoming quest, because at one point we need something like 30 skulls to be able to summon something, so kind of hoping we can gather some of those now. This guy says this just not happened. I logged into WoW private server and got asked how to pick up green quests from Flame Master. Nice. That's funny. Yeah, those green quests are the trickiest. Just where you have to talk to the Fight Master. I think a new private server just popped up recently. I saw Nylum streaming yesterday, and I think it's what called Warcraft, where I guess just a server that kind of reflects the state of the game back when Wrath of the Lich King was the most current expansion. It didn't look too bad. I think they started streaming before the server was up, so they had a little bit of wait time, but it didn't look too bad. Alright, we're going to have to calm these guys down here. Silence the Mind Blast. And give Sam a heal. Alright, so the burial part's done. Alright, nice. Next up we need to kill lost spirits and kill skeletons as well, so that'll go pretty smoothly, I think. I think I got a green that just dropped. Find on equip, and yep, okay, nice. So let's go ahead and knock out the lost spirits. I have targeted the wrong one. Let's go ahead and get Sam to stomp this out real quick. And okay. Yeah, like I said, I didn't completely forgot to sell my greens yesterday, so I have partially full bags, which isn't too big of a deal. We have a good 43 empty bag slots, so we should be alright. Plus we have the mount anyway, so we can just stop and sell stuff whenever it's necessary. Hovering at about 77%, so I don't think I need to slow down and eat. I'm gonna try to shoot the skeleton without falling off the edge of the world here. This guy says, I don't know because I don't look into it anymore, but just play on War Legion and Monster? Monster. That's the first time I've heard of that one. Alright, we need Sam to take this off me. Alright, since we are down to 63%, we'll just stop. Give Sam a heal and eat as well. Q says, so many homeless Stormwind citizens killing each other. Why is that? Is that in a reference to a quest or? Reptus says, hey dude, what's going on Reptus? How you doing? Good morning. Did you ever get your OBS to work? Alright, so we need how many more skeletons? 5 more? Oh, Q says Westfall quest. Okay, yep, that's right. I remember that. Yeah, I think you have to eventually feed them at some point. I think I mentioned it yesterday, but me and Keithy are discussing when and how to start the Ironman race, where we just race. Everyone starts at 110 and races to the max level in 1 month's time. Molten, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the stream, by the way. So we're gonna race to from September 1st to September 30th, I think, and see if we can get to 110, or at least see who gets the highest Ironman challenger. So that's the kind of the big event for September. It's just kind of a general YouTube race. The actual Warcraft, or not Warcraft, but the WoW Challenge website, they do have their own events from time to time, so I have to see what they're offering up here pretty soon. Reptus says it is downloaded. Nice. Have you been able to get it to run yet, or still working on that part? Lily says 99 subs, bro. Oh, we did hit 100. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Alright, look at us. Got 100 people working our way into Northrend here pretty soon. Thank you for that, by the way. Next up, we need to knock out... I think we need to drop the drums here. Or is it... If I remember right, we have to kill these guys and then drop the drums. I think. Yep. And there's really no getting around those things giving you your initial damage, but for some reason, oh, you know what? That's the other problem with these guys, is they are somewhat immune when they first pop up. So I don't really know why that's the case, but it is. We also need to get into that treasure, so let's kind of kill a wide area here. We'll slow him down just in case. Molten Gang says, it's Keithy, by the way. I'm out shopping. I wanted to get you oh, appreciate that, Keithy. Okay, I have to remember that. When a lot of times when people have two names like that, I'll still treat them as two identities, even though they've told me. But I'll try to remember. Alright, so Molten Gang is Keithy. Got it. Got it. Reptus says, nope, had no chance. Okay. Well, like I said, if you need a hand, just send me a message on YouTube, and I'll see if I can help where I can. Once you get into it a little bit, it starts to become more and more intuitive, but your initial introduction into OBS and all that's just has a little bit of a learning curve to overcome, so it's not too bad. Razor says, sup dude, what's going on, Razor? Welcome back to the stream, man. Alright, so we'll I think we'll be clear enough once we've opened up, or once we finish up this guy here. So we'll open this, and yeah, here they all come. So I think this should do, yeah. Multi-shot. Are we done with that? Yeah, okay. Alright, so we need 7 more bones from these guys. I am in combat. Oh, okay. I guess they lost interest in me. Yeah, they did. Okay. I'm alright with that. Let's go ahead and heal Sam up and see if we can drop the drums down. Still in combat though. Alright, so maybe I should have just killed him that way. We can at least progress to the next part of the quest here. There we go. And we'll go ahead and pull him out. Hopefully when I hit the drums I don't pull 2 worms up at once, because that'd be kind of a pain. Like I said, those guys are immune to damage for like the first 5 seconds for some reason. I need to be in the bone waste, so here. Oh yeah, I forgot about the sand gnomes. That's fun. Won't says just confusing you. Yeah, it did for a second. Let's see if we can. Yeah, I wish some of these quest items didn't have a cooldown. Seems like a cooldown on a quest item just seems to be a little redundant. I'm not sure why that's actually necessary. That would be kind of an interesting explanation to hear why you would need a cooldown on a quest item like the drums. Especially when you have a chance, you need 8 bones and you still have a chance of pulling up sand gnomes. So we're gonna have to kill probably like 20 of these guys here. Alright. So let's silence that. There we go. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Ventured too close to the lost spirit over there. Let's give Sam a quick heal. Razor says, currently I'm with the shaman. Kinda cool, but it's a bit if they hit you. Level, oh really? Level 39. Nice. Well, you're moving pretty quick as well. Let's go ahead and res Sam here. Yeah, I only leveled my shaman using the the invasions back in Azeroth before Legion, and then once again during the invasions in Legion on the Broken Shore. So I don't really, not really an expert at the shaman. I wouldn't even say an expert, not even skilled at the shaman at all, to be honest. Just join a group and start hitting stuff and chain lightning everything, and before you know it the quest is done and you've leveled up. Let's go ahead and kill this guy before we summon another sand gnome. I might need some caffeine this morning. I can kind of feel it a little bit, especially when we keep getting these sand gnomes here. Man, I don't think it was this bad the first time we did the quest. Alright, so with that, nope, let's clear this lost spirit as well. Kind of the big thing with the Ironman challenge in general is that you just kind of, it's more preemptive gameplay than reactive gameplay. You know, you're just trying to, as much as possible, not put yourself in a situation where you're killing 2, 3, or 4 mobs at a time. So that's, I think that's just the biggest thing about Iron Man in general. If you can kind of see a scenario unfolding, how to prevent it and everything else. So yeah, this guy, I'm not a fan of this quest anymore, I don't think. That's 3. Molten says, doing Bloodthirsty Undead Warrior, level 9. Are you really? That's awesome. that's exactly what I'll be doing here pretty soon, I think. Molten says, right now I'm gonna shoot, walking home. Alright. I will see you when you get back. But yeah, the just so everyone is kind of aware, if you are considering doing the Ironman challenge, warriors die during their artifact. So during their artifact quest chain. So that's, even though it's part of the quest change, it still disqualifies you from the challenge. So that means you don't really have a quest going into the Broken Isles. So that leaves you in a situation where you have to kind of grind your way. So if you're grinding your way in the Broken Isles, Broken Shore, you might as well just grind your way to that point anyway. So and that's what the Bloodthirsty challenge is. Now I think Molten said he's just doing Bloodthirsty. I'm going to attempt the Bloodthirsty Ironman, and the main difference is for Bloodthirsty you can have green gear, but for the Ironman, of course, you can't go above white gear quality. So let's see. This guy says time to level my hunter. 30 levels to go, and 12 times. Gone 12 times, so it's going to take a few hours. I understand that. Are you using BOAs, or is it Ironman challenge, Ironman leveling, should I say, or just regular leveling? Alright, so let's go ahead and we're all healed up. We'll drop the drums again. Oh good, we got a worm this time. Silence that. Raptor says, right now I'm doing a level 10 Beastmaster Hunter. Oh, you really? Nice. How, what race did you go? Let's go ahead and take out this guy first. Because I think, as of now, with all the people I'm kind of keeping up with, we have a orc, an undead, of course me would be in a night elf, and no, I think someone else was a night elf. So I think those are the only 3 races I've seen people play at the moment. More sand gnomes. Razor says they die in the 3 class artifact weapons. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I think it's all 3. I think it's the kind of the introductory, but now that you've asked that, I don't know. I did the artifact as Fury. So if someone went arms and did that quest series, or went tank, I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. That's a really good question. Alright, so I'm down to 86%. Not too bad, I suppose. Go ahead and use the drums once again. Another sand gnome. Still need 3 more of those worms to pop up. Let me go ahead and grab this quest since I'm here. I think I need to kill the spiders. Why don't you slay 20 Dreadfang Widows? Oh, that's going to work out decent because we need to free up 6 warriors. So that's what we'll do. We'll go do this quest and let that area repopulate, and then we'll come back and finish up and get the last 3, I hope, worms. This guy says normal, just gearing solo because it's pretty dead here. And oh, that's right, you're doing the private server, so that makes sense. It says doing a human hunter. Okay, we gotta watch out for that guy. How much health does he have? 3,500. He would be. Oh, he's not elite. That's right. For some reason, I keep thinking he's an elite. Heal Sam up. Just because those poisons do kind of hit for a lot. Unhealthy. What's going on, Unhealthy? Long time no see. Says same, doing it on Argent Dawn as a dwarf. Nice. Are you streaming it, or are you putting the videos up, or are you just kind of doing it on your own at the moment? Let's go ahead and take care of this guy, free him up, and awesome. Yeah. Okay. It looks like this quest has a little bit of RNG in it as well, which is no problem. We need to kill 20 of these spiders, so we'll be here a while. Silence that bolt. Send Sam in there, give him a heal as well. Razor says, I think protection doesn't die. Really? If that's the case, that might change my plans. I'll have to look into that. Because I thought to get to Valhalla, is that if I'm saying that right, and just interact with Odin, you have to die at one point. And then I don't know if it's after that point you get to choose one of your 3 weapons, or if you're like most classes where you choose your 3 weapons in Dalaran before you even get into it. So I'll have to look into that. That's a good point. Alright. So I'm going to silence that as well. I'm down to 75% health. Should be alright. Still haven't freed the first warrior, I don't think. I'll heal Sam up. Yeah, we're not having too much good luck with the RNG this morning. We've had more sand gnomes than anything else, and I haven't freed a warrior yet. Might be one of those days. One of those days where you have to, you have to be careful. So let's just try to do that as much as possible. Like I said, Outland tends to be a little bit buggier than Azeroth for whatever reason. Just, to be honest, I think that's because in all reality, Azeroth, as it is now, is a little bit younger than Outland, just because Cataclysm happened during Cataclysm, and they had a good chance to go back and fix a lot of bugs and revamp a lot of things. So in actuality, I think Outland is going to be your older content at this point in time. Progressive says, I'll bet leveling in the Legion zones will be tough doing Ironman, not being able to use the artifact weapon. That's what I've heard, actually. Progressive, is that you're almost having to eat, or I don't know, just take in consideration every single pull. Like for me, if I pull the spider at 75, 60, or even 60%, who cares? But I think in Legion they say it's extremely difficult, especially like you said, when you don't have your artifact, and they tend to hit like trucks because everything scales to your level. Whereas I think a lot of people kind of opt to go into zones at let's see, at safe levels. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I've heard some people not going into the next expansion until they're 2 or 3 levels. So for example, let's say we're at level 85, we're going into Pandaria. A lot of people will wait until they're level 88 to even attempt Pandaria, because you do have that jump in difficulty where mobs hit that much harder and whatnot. I prefer not to do it, just in the spirit of the Ironman challenge, but there is definitely some level of logic behind that, so I understand why people are doing it. And there's no rules against it, so if you want to take a safer route, that is a decent option. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this guy as well. Razor says, yeah, you picked the weapon in Dalaran. Oh, okay, so there is a good chance that we could do a genuine Ironman challenge without having to do Bloodthirsty for the warrior. That's good to know. Like I said, I will look into that when we hit 110 on the hunter, and if that's the case, we might do a warrior just for the heck of it, and that might be our melee class. I've been kind of leaning toward the monk, to be honest. That the monk seems like it's pretty fun, and it has a decent amount of excuse me. It can heal itself, and it does have that little barrel roll or massive jump that it can do to escape. So that part is kind of nice. Let's see, let's break these guys out. We need one more warrior and 6 more widows. So I don't want to get too far back here. That's where the big spider is, but I think we're going to have to get into a little bit new territory. I don't think that big spider comes out too far this way. So yeah, let's go all the way to this corner here. Lessa, welcome back to the stream. Lessa's playing the Cataclysm, good server. Yeah, if I die, I might have to switch servers because I'm getting to the point where I don't want to delete this guy if we do happen to die for whatever reason. As long as it's not a PvP server, we'll be alright. Like I said, you know, a lot of people kind of want me or other people to do it on a to try to level an Ironman challenger on the PvP realm. But right now I just want to get a feasibility test first. Make sure it's actually I can. Well, I think we got a mail piece. Oh, we did. Nice. Just to say we actually been able to do it, and then we'll turn around and make another one. And like I said, if I do the PvP one, man, I know I'm gonna get owned. I just need to find a server. I don't know if I use the name Qyune just because I know there's gonna be people hunting. There's a small guild out there somewhere that hunts down people who are doing the Ironman challenge, especially on PvP servers, and tries to kill them. So just be on the lookout for that. I've never come across them myself, I don't think. And like I said, I think it's more or less for PvP sake. So alright, so that's 19. 20 is going to be right here. And just kind of give you an idea, guys that have BOA gear typically have about 3 times the... Oh, we need something else. Oh, we need to free another guy. Okay. Typically have about 3 times the amount of health you do at any given level. Let's go ahead and heal Sam. We gotta get right back in here and free up some guys here. We're freeing up a lot of stuff that we couldn't care less about, I don't think. Let's try this one. I probably don't need to kill these guys, but the reason I'm doing it is just I don't want to walk around trees and start aggroing stuff I've already come across. Man. Alright, so we got one right there. Mitch, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Mitch asks, what is the Ironman challenge? So the Ironman challenge is leveling. Oh good, we got it. Leveling from 1 to 110 without dying, and doing that with only white or gray items. So all the quest rewards that you get, you can't use anything above white quality. And just kind of give you a perspective on the difficulty, the highest for Azeroth, the highest quality item, the highest white quality item that you can get for a hunter is the BKP 42, which is a weapon that has an item requirement. Oh, look at that, 66 guys. Alright, we're gonna make it. An item requirement of level 31, and that is what gets you from a lot of people from level 31 to 60. So it's It's intense, and it's one of the more difficult challenges. Just for okay, good. That's not going to be number 6, I think. But yeah, it is one of the more difficult challenges. I think pacifist is going to require a ton more patience, where you're just pretty much picking herbs, but picking herbs, mining, and I don't know if you can do pet battles in that one or not. I don't think you can. Lessa says PvP is Cataclysm. Me, level 30 in horde class, come and kill me. Yeah, like I said, if you run across someone that has BOA gear, they're typically going to have about 3 times the health you have. So if you do the Ironman challenge on a PvP server, I don't know how far you'll get if you want to stream it. It'll be interesting to see. That would be kind of fun to see how long you last. Mitch. Yeah, Mitch, it's tough. But you know, the thing is I thought it was going to be a drag and be a pain. That's why I hadn't attempted it in a long time. But believe it or not, it's one of the more fun things I've done in Warcraft in the past 7 or 8 years. It's very challenging. It's fun. I liked it. I'm liking it, should I say? I think what also makes this a lot of fun is just the amount of enthusiasm everyone else kind of gets from it too. Just being able to see if someone can make it. To give you an idea of how difficult it is, there's only been 18 people who've made it to level 110 on the Ironman challenge. So there is that to consider there. Mitch says, has this ever been done before? Also, what server is this? I am on Wormrest Accord. Our first attempt was on Dalaran, but we only were able to make it to 85. And this is actually a third attempt, but since we died so at such a low level the second time, I think we died at 33. I just deleted that character and decided to level again on Wormrest Accord. I kind of like the realm, to be honest. That's why it's a little bit quieter, and so that kind of gives you the benefit of running across more rares, as well as not having to run behind someone's respawns. So if you do want to challenge it, or do want to attempt the challenge, I highly recommend Wormrest Accord. Let's see. So is that everything? Oh, we gotta go kill the big spider. Let's go ahead and do that now. Let's see. Q says Rome is Wormrest Accord. That is correct. Keith says I'm home. Welcome home. What's going on, Keithy? Hey, congrats again on level 50. You are flying through there. And you're doing it on Eastern Kingdoms, which is even more impressive. Alright, so let's... if you're a hunter, or maybe even a warlock actually, and you fly around and then you land again, sometimes your pet will despawn. So that's kind of why when I land, I don't jump right on top of the mob and start opening up. This guy's got 7k health, so we're going to blow all of our cooldowns. So, you know, when you land, just try to land somewhere safe first, and then Sam's getting hit really hard. Yeah, the poisons are just incredible when it comes to the damage they can do out here. I did get slowed. That is 50%. Oh, there's no loot. Okay. But yeah, when you're flying, your pets, your battle pets for whatever that's worth, tend to despawn. Lessa says you buy the game or you play on a private server. This is retail. That's why it's pretty much going to be I guess you have private servers that go up to Legion, but yeah, no, this is retail, so everything's kind of pulled off the Warcraft Armory into the WoW Challengers website, just to make it that much more, I don't know, official? Maybe not, but authentic, if that makes any sense. Plus, I don't have too much experience with the private servers. I think that's more, it's a bigger thing in Europe than North America. Keithy says, cheers, I have a bloodthirsty. I'm leveling in between now. So Keithy, is it going to be bloodthirsty Ironman, or is it just bloodthirsty? Meaning that are you using white gear or green gear? Now, I think it was Reptus or Razor said that there's a possibility if you go tank spec, you may not die during the artifact acquisition of the artifact. So there is that to consider. I have to kind of pull up some YouTube videos and see if just kind of confirm that, but there is that to consider. So I don't know. It seems like to me bloodthirsty is just like everything a warrior is. So I might end up just doing it that way anyway, and just upload the condensed videos. So we got all that. Turn this in. And 1, 2, 3. Narito. I hope I'm saying that right. Narito, welcome to the stream. Thanks for subbing, by the way. Oaken wants you to make the Dread Relic to the Weathering Mound. Alright, we need 20 Doom Skulls. Do we have any at the moment, or is that something you can only acquire if you have the quest? Let's go ahead and clean up the bags. It makes me nervous looking at all this stuff, just so I don't accidentally equip something. Take that. So I think this is going to turn into the more grindy portion of the quest series, or for this area, just because we need those 20 skulls and they do not have a decent drop rate. They didn't last time anyway. Let's see, what other quests can we do here? We can, let's first confirm we all have white gear, gray gear, so we're all right there. Yeah, let's go ahead and turn in that other quest up here, and then we'll come back. Maybe we'll probably do this one first, just for the off chance we'll get more Doom Skulls that way. So let's go ahead and turn in this one, see if we get a follow-up, and we'll come right back down here. Try to keep the questing as condensed as possible. Let's see. Q says, I have 11 characters leveled to 110. Very nice. This is going to take forever. Oh, you have 2 leveled to 110. I gotcha. Well, Q, it goes a lot faster if you do as Legion events pop up. For example, I'm on Khadgar and Ilaria, and I have a total of 23 110s, which sounds impressive at first, but it's really not, just because you only log in and then do the Legion invasion and then log right back out. So you probably get the equivalent of 6 quests worth of experience every time you do a Legion quest. I think that was the math I had worked out. So it's much better to do it that way if you're just wanting to get the alts leveled up. So there is that to consider. Alright, so with that turned in, let's go back down south. I don't know if this area is more efficient to farm the 20 skulls, but we do need to kill these guys anyway, so... And I want to say they're on the inside here. I'm not 100% sure. Like, I remember we cleared out this triangle here pretty thoroughly last time, and we had a lot more to kill after that, so... Let's see, we should be seeing some either initiates or doomsayers. Yeah, there we go. They hit Sam pretty hard too. Keith says, green gear all the way. I already got the green cloak and boots at level 9. Nice. Okay. That makes, so it's genuine bloodthirsty then. And I think I found 6 of the 15 rares. You know, Keithy, I think that's the key to the Ironman challenge, as far as just, not Ironman, sorry, Bloodthirsty challenge, just to make it as quick as possible, because, especially in the early levels, grinding those mobs and getting the experience from killing the rares is pretty powerful. I think in your early levels, maybe up to about 110, killing the rares will give you about the equivalent of a quest, and then it kind of tapers down to about half to a third of quest as you level up to 30, and then anything past that, you're kind of just like, oh, okay, cool, a bunch of XP, but not nearly as much as a quest. Alright, so let's heal Sam. Let's silence the Mind Blast there. And alright, so how many skulls do we have? Can I put these on my bar? No. Okay. That's soul bound, so I don't want to click that. In fact, I'm going to sell that just so I don't have to risk clicking on that. Put the skulls here then. Okay. And knock out more initiates. Progressive says, I messed up last night and I live streamed over 8 hours black screen on YouTube. Yeah, you know what's funny is I saw that and I thought the problem was on my end. Because I kept clicking on your stream and I got a black screen. I was like, oh man, this is gonna mess me up for tomorrow. I wonder what's wrong on my end. And I was like, you know what? He may be accidentally streaming. And so I was like, well, I don't want to say anything and be wrong. So I did kind of you made me recheck all my stuff on my end. I ended up restarting my computer, make sure I had OBS working correctly and all that stuff. So at least that means today we should be technical problem free. But yeah, I did see that. That was kind of funny. Now that you mentioned it. Keith says, nice one, Progressive. I forgot I had the mic muted the other day and was talking to myself. Yeah, Keith, I did that too. It was during the first attempt, I think. First attempt or second attempt. I had streamed for 3 hours, and evidently the first half of it, like an hour and a half, I had my mic completely muted. And but I had done it in the afternoon, and afternoons tend to be a little bit slower. So I was like, well, maybe there's just nobody on, because nobody's talking in chat. So I just kind of did my own thing and didn't realize it till I was timestamping the video later on. Like, well, I guess I'll be doing a sound check every time I stream now. So there's definitely more of the initiates and doomslayers than last time. I'm not sure why that is, but this took us a lot longer to do last time, so that's kind of nice. Q says they are level 1, and Keith says, I was so upset last night. I found an epic gun which was so tempting to use. Yeah, you know what I'm worried about is last time, like I said, when we made it up to 85. I thought that was a rare for a second. Do we have rares out here? I don't think we do. The NPC scanner is not 100% accurate, but yeah, I don't think we have too many rares out here. But anyway, the going back to the tempting and the gun, when I was leveling in, what was it, Stonecore, and that's where you go under the earth and you have a chance to come up on that super rare mount that flies around, and you have to mount up on it, beat it down, and then you loot the mount. I had really considered whether or not I should abandon the Ironman challenge if I come across that mount. Just because, one, there's a chance that I won't complete the Ironman challenge even at, say, 85. There's still another 25 levels. And the mount's so rare that, you know, is it a trade-off of time? Because the thing is I don't think you can kill that thing without BOE gear, especially at its current level. So that's probably something I'll run into again when I'm leveling into Stone Core. Is that's going to be probably one of the harder decisions to make, because I think your odds of coming across it are somewhere in the millions. If I, in listening to the videos that talk about it, it's an extremely rare amount to come across, should I say. Alright, we need enormous boneworm organs, which I don't know if we have to kill a bunch of these and kind of gather their meat or something. How did that work out last time? These carcasses brought to me to maturing worms. Do you know what that means? It means that somewhere out there is a big one. Excuse me. I think we can get it to come out if we provide the right kind of food. Let's see. Yep, something big. I remember seeing Kleptos east of here on the other side. Get out there and kill a Klepto. Once it's dead, use the drums. Hopefully the big one will come. Okay. So it's a little bit of an RNG. I remember that now. If when you use the drums, you either get sand gnomes or that big one to pop up. How many skulls do we have actually? 3. That really sucks. Let's see if these guys have a much higher drop rate to drop off those skulls. If they do, we'll farm them for a little bit and then go get the giant bone worm. But yeah, this might, I don't want to spend too much time grinding these guys, so that's kind of what I'm facing right now. Keithy says 34 agility, 240 DPS, and DPO is twice my gun. Wow, that is pretty good. Is it I'm assuming it's BOE, right? So you can probably just finish that thing. Okay, so we got 2 skulls off these guys. Alright, so this might be a better grind then. No, this shouldn't take us too long. Silence that guy. They have a decent amount of health. I think I'm going to get hit by that shadow bolt. Yep. So the shadow bolt hits for about 9 or 10%. You don't want to take too many of those, I don't think. This guy says I might do the gold cap challenge because that will be hard on private server. Make money on the auction house. That doesn't work as fast enough. So pure grind. Oof. Yeah, I do remember it in Outlands. There was a couple gold guides that had you grinding mobs, and that's never been a fun tactic for me. So more power to you there. For the most part these days, I get my gold from professions, making the sky golems as well as the hex weave bags. Those tend to sell pretty decently. Now, the level caps, or the gold level caps, probably different on your server unless you're Legion, right? Does your private server go up to Legion? Davey, welcome to the stream, bud. Good morning. How you doing? Because I think for Legion the gold cap challenge is what, 10 million, right? And that takes quite a bit of time, or it will for me, should I say. I'm working on that challenge, but I'm not focusing too much time on it. Gold has a decent inflow if you play the game a good bit, so I don't focus too much on farming the auction house, or, you know, buying and reselling transmog gear, or even farming transmog gear, to be honest. So I think it probably going to be toward the end of Legion before I even come close to making that 10 million gold cap. Oh, I missed Keithy's message. My warrior's name is Blood Yale. Nice. That's pretty good. I need to think of a name for mine. Oh man, I'm not sure how I want to do that challenge. Maybe I'll put in an hour every other day. I know. Oh, just so we know, everybody's on the same page. I do take Sundays off, so the next time we all meet up will be on Monday at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, just in case you're kind of hoping I are expecting me to pop in on Sunday, I won't be here tomorrow. And then we take another day off every other Tuesday, and that's going to be this Tuesday as well. So I'll be here Monday, and then we'll do have Tuesday off, just because Tuesdays ends up being a short stream anyway. So it's more of a risky day, to be honest. Doing an Ironman challenge on Tuesdays, because your servers tend to have your... Hopefully we pull this guy out of there. Perfect. Okay. Nope. We pulled that guy. So we're gonna pop Bestial Wrath and just try to plow these 4 guys out real quick, because we're pulling everything. Give Sam a quick heal, and might as well jump on that. Alright, that's not bad. We managed to get 2 scores from those guys. How many do we have total now? 14, so that's not too bad. 6 more won't take too long. Plus, interacting with chat makes this go a lot smoother than it would initially. But yeah, going back to the Bloodthirsty Ironman, I think maybe what I'll do is 30 minutes to an hour every day, and then on Sundays, since we have those off, I'll upload the progress with the Bloodthirsty Ironman. That might be the easiest way to do that, to be honest. I think I'm gonna have to I may have to consider getting a second account to do all this stuff on, because I am absolutely maxed out when it comes to characters. To make one at this point, I'm having to delete another. So I do wish Blizzard gave the option to maybe buy more character slots with you know, Warcraft currency, but until they implement that, it looks like we're stuck with 50 character slots for the next 20 years, 10 years, 12 years, whatever it is. Which is kind of odd. It seems like they would at least give you that option. Especially as alcoholic as they've made the game these days. Hex. What's going on, Hex? Welcome to the stream. He asked, this is global or private server? This is retail, so this is not private server. We are doing this, I guess, quote unquote, officially. Meaning that we've go ahead and logged in our character into the WoW Challenges website, and they pretty much just pull your information off the armory. So just for the sake of clarity and like I said, being quote unquote official. So that's one of the major reasons a lot of people do this on the retail version as well, since the WoW Challenges website really can't confirm or recognize people's progress on the private servers. Because to be honest, I think there would be a big push for people to attempt the Ironman challenge on, say, Burning Crusade or vanilla servers, but like I said, you can't really confirm it. So Q says, is there an easy way to kill Ray D tier? 82. I have no idea who that is, Q. Alright, so how many skulls do we have? We are at 20, so we're going to, we have all of our cooldowns available. Let's go ahead and you know what, let's take care of that guy right there. I have a feeling one of these 4 guys is going to spawn when we summon them, but alright, so there goes the 20 skulls. We'll go stand over here somewhere safe, and we'll light him up as soon as he lands. Give Sam a heal as well, just in case he doesn't get hit too hard. Q says it's the last brawl boss. Oh, okay. I have not done that yet. I think I did it last expansion and was able to get to the max rank or whatever, but I have not even attempted it this this expansion. Usually I do that kind of stuff just for completionist sake, so I usually attempt it toward the end of the expansion. It just makes the gear makes it much easier. I know that's a cheap way out, but like I said, I'm more completionist than actually going for a challenge when it comes to the brawl. So just on the off chance that we summon that giant worm the first time around, I'm just going to clear out this area and make it as safe as possible, because that guy did hit really hard last time. And so we'll just have a small pile of death in this area of the bone waste. Let's slow him down. I'm going to take care of that guy over there as well as that one. Like I said, this is kind of the essence of the Ironman challenge. It's just kind of, it's more of a skill set of how to prevent a bad situation rather than actually trying to handle the bad situation. But you know, Keithy, now that I'm thinking about it, I might do the Bloodthirsty Ironman like that. Just kind of do it on my own for maybe an hour a day. Put the video together and then just put a condensed, interesting something up for on Sundays for people to watch. That way you can see all my close calls and failures and rare hunting. Which part of me kind of wants to work on making an updated version of NPC scan, because we've killed 2 rares out here, but NPC scan says there's only supposed to be 1. Alright, so we can start using the drums here. Yeah, that's right. I remember that now. We're going to get 2 worms. I think the first 2 or 3 times we do this. Which I wonder if I can actually just trap one. What a concept, being a hunter, right? Q says, okay, yep, it's Brawl Pub. I'm gonna just drop one on top of me and see if it works. Oh, it did. Okay, that makes that easy. Those sand gnomes hit hard though, believe it or not. Since this worm does hit like a truck, I am going to try to top my health off at 80% as opposed to say 60% this time. We'll drop another trap down. Oh shit, there we go. Alright, so we don't have, now we have Bestial Wrath, and the worm hit me for 20%, so goddamn. I do not want to get hit by its dot, but no concern. Perfect. All right, that's not too bad. What next? That's it. So let's go ahead and turn these in. I think we are kind of getting toward the end of the questing in Terracar Forest, so I think I'll take everyone's suggestion and probably just go into not Northrend. Not Northrend. We're not doing Northrend at 66. We're going to go to Negran and maybe mess with Hammett Nessingwary a little bit, kind of pick up his quest and see where we can go from there. But we definitely want to keep an eye out for the Horde pack, the Horde of Horde that runs around through Negran and just wrecks anyone that's on the path. I think Grommash actually rides with them in that pack. I think. I can't quite remember now. Alright, so that's turned in, and that's turned in. We do have a follow-up to, let's see, wants you to destroy the contents of the coffin. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. We can do that. Razor says, maybe you don't activate the Burning Crusade version of NPC scan. Alright, check it out. Oops, let's get off here. Sorry, I'm reading chat here. Yeah, let me see. NPC scan. So that's the overlay. But you know, even the thing is though, Razor, even when I do have NPC scan as well, and I guess I could add the names to it, but the issue with that is I don't know what I don't know, if that makes any sense. For example, the two other rares that were here that's not on the overlay, I didn't know they existed, so it's kind of hard for me to preemptively put those names in. Wannabe says, "I Wannabe, what's going on? Hi, you said you died yesterday. What happened? I didn't I don't know if you logged off or what happened, but were you doing the Ironman challenge?" I need to talk quieter. There's people sleeping. I shut like 2 doors, but I don't know if that's helping. I mean, not you. Wannabe says, "Congrats on the 100 subs." Thank you, Wannabe. Appreciate that. Yeah, honestly, thank you guys. You guys are the ones that actually make this really fun. I think I would have maybe, I don't know. I don't know if I would have quit, but I wouldn't have been as enthusiastic about doing it if you guys weren't all watching and chiming in. So I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and blow some cooldowns and get this guy down before Sam dies. Well, okay. Well, Sam's just going to put a massive crit on him, so that'll work. And we'll go ahead and turn this in, and I think we're pretty much looking at Negran at that point. Wannabe says, "No, I wasn't on the Ironman. I went to bed. Was up for 3 days. Jesus Christ, dude. That's not good." You know, a couple people have suggested doing 24-hour streams or 48-hour. I think the most I've heard of someone doing is like a 70 something hour stream, and in all honesty, there's just no way you're as active mentally as well as physically after 24 or 48 hours of sleep deprivation. So I think we'll kind of keep it at this pace. We'll do 3 hours a day when the house is available, and you know there's not a lot of stuff to do here. I'll definitely try to do more 6-8 hour streams, but you know I guess the scenario on my end has to be kind of set up for that to work. So I'll try to look into the future a little bit as far as my schedule and see what all we can do. Let's see. I know we needed to kill the ogres over here at one point, but I guess we'll go ahead and turn in this quest to Ezekiel, see what he wants, and then we'll just kind of head into the Grand. Let's see. Wannabe says, now I'm up for one Ironman so far. I could do that easy. Yeah. If you do, and like I said, if you stream it or if you put condensed videos up, let me know. What I try to do every morning is I'll go in and I'll look at the most updated search for Warcraft Ironman challengers, and then I'll quickly put that in. Oh, I could be putting that up now while I'm flying around. There we go. Alright, so there we go. This is what I do every morning before I log on myself. Is I want to make sure I don't fly over the scryers or outdoors, because I don't have either one of those. But I'll go in and see who's kind of updated as far as Ironman Challenger goes, and try to give everybody an update within my stream. All these channels can be found within the description, so feel free to check those guys out and take a look and see what they're doing. Let me see, where is this quest? It's right there. But yeah, to quickly run through this, and now I'll try to put it up at the end of my stream. Sometimes I forget, but here we go. With Dollar Gaming, Follow Sweet, Dollar Gaming, Red Z, and Sheppo typically stream once a week for the Ironman Challenger on the weekend. So that being said, that's your monk, your warlock, your hunter. So those guys should be popping up today. So feel free to check in, give them a little bit of encouragement, if I can say it, and let them know I sent you. Tell them I said hi. And the other more active ones we have almost every day is Progressive Logic. Progressive, I know you're here, so I'll talk about you while you're here. But he was level, what was it, 35 Dwarf Hunter? Where is this guy? Jesus Christ! You know what? I don't want to turn this quest in anyway. Let's go to Negran. Where do we need to go? Let's go over there. Are we going to fly over? I got a text message. I need to turn that down. I don't want to fly over the outdoors, so let's see if we can go out this way here. I think that quest is going to have us go into the dungeon anyway, so I'm not all too concerned about it. I don't want to fly over scryers at all, so let me get to this. Progressive was level 35 Dwarf Hunter. Unfortunately, the trolls got him, so he's converted to the Horde side. He's now an Orc Hunter, and I think you said you were going to stream later today or tomorrow. So, yep, head over to Progressive, give him a little support and encouragement, because it does take the wind out of your sails when you do die. And then Keithy. Keithy is level 50 if I typed that right. Yep. Let me tuck this away here. And Keithy 1980 is level 50, and I think he's done that in a week. So Keithy, I think you're leveling faster than I am, to be honest. Congrats again on making it to 50. Have you decided if you're going to go into Outland at 58 or 60, or what's your thoughts with that? Because that's something I'm kind of debating for going into Northrend. When I went into the Howling Fjord last time, the mobs were just hitting like absolute trucks, and Sam was dying almost every time 2 mobs were pulled. So I'm debating whether or not to stick around in Outland just a little bit longer. Alright, so we do have some rares out here. I'm working my way over here. Once we get into the Negran style of leveling, I'll go ahead and start abandoning the other quests, but I'll keep that for now. Make sure I'm not flying over a Horde camp. Alright, so let's kind of take a quick look at what's going on here. So that's the massive Horde camp that I need to stay the hell away from. No, it's not. That's the arena that I need to stay the hell away from. The Horde camp is right here. Just passing through the arena, I know back in Burning Crusade, if you just walk by it, you were flagged. I don't know if that's the case anymore, but we're going to stay away from it. And then all along these roads here, especially kind of around here and whatnot, you have to watch out for the horde of horde. And I don't know why I like saying that so much, but there's a pack of 10 to 20 horde that run the roads and absolutely destroy whatever's in their path. Let's see, Razor says a 59-hour stream. Yeah, no, no thank you. Back in Wrath, that's way too much and I'll probably die. So I would like to make it to 110 before I die. That is referring to real life there. Razor says, so are you going to catch a turtle and try to do the Ring of Honor quest in the Grand or not? That is a big negative. That's a huge risk, and the XP and the rewards really nice, but it's just too much of a risk. I think that's a suicide mission there. The first one might be manageable, but it just gets to a point so quickly that it can get out of control pretty quick. And even if I had a turtle pet, in my opinion, if it dies, I don't have enough time to be able to res them again before even getting one hit on me from one of those mobs, and sometimes those crit and that will result in a one shot on me. So there will be no blood rings or arenas for Qyune here. Let me catch up with chat real quick. Let's see, I played Wannabe says I play on Darwin on 110. So, okay, nice. So I just happen to be on the same realm. I like it, by the way. I like One Rest of Court. It's nice and quiet. Razor says, by the way, if I try Warlock, I would do Affliction because you heal yourself really good. And the class it hits is okay. Plus you have a pet too, so that's the best Warlock, honestly. Yeah, that's something I've debated whether or not when I think what we're doing in September is we're going to make it one class. We're going to make the Warlock, and it's going to be a race from September 1st to September 30th. Still working out more details. I'll post that when we finalize stuff, but the Warlock seems to be the class of choice. So whether or not I go Demo or Affliction is going to be a interesting kind of decision process there, because like you said, Affliction is pretty strong, and the survivability of it's nice. Progressive says, yeah, 35 until I ran into the pack of trolls. Oh man, Progressive, when I saw that, man, my heart went out to you. I was just like, oh no, stop. And yeah, by the time that third or fourth troll hit you, I think you were at 50% health, and I don't know if we get feigned death at before 35 or not, but I didn't see it on your toolbar, so I was like, well, maybe you didn't have it. And yeah, that was too bad. I felt bad, but kudos for jumping back on the horse there. Wannabe says, thing is, I can't upload because I don't have a good quality, and I don't know how to get the good quality. That is Wannabe. Just in short, I've been doing this for about a month, and the best thing I can say is trial and error. And some people are a little more or less, what's the word, eloquent about giving you constructive criticism. So either way, you know, try to take that and use it where you can. You can only do so much with certain equipment. So if like you said, if the streaming or the video of it is going to be low quality and that's what you need to be able to play the game efficiently, then don't stress it. It's not a big deal. It took me 8 years to finally get a computer where it's semi decent. I can run everything at max settings. Let me see here. I do need to buy my Hearthstone, so let's do that. And let's see. Progressive says, I'll be trying to Orc Warlock next with the Affliction. I'm back on One Rest Court, also on the Horde. You know, like I said, I have a whole continuous growing list of things I need to do. So as it stands right now, I'm going to get to 110 on this guy first. Then we're going to do the Ironman Challenge race, which starts, I think we're saying it's going to start in September. And let me go ahead and sell stuff here. But eventually, I am going to do the Ironman Challenge on the Horde side. That is a definite going to happen at one point kind of thing. Let's go ahead and get rid of all of this. And alright, so a quick little statement here about the food and the Ironman Challenge. Try to buy this food. It's level 55 and this is level 65, but for some odd reason this only restores 10k health. This restores 15k health roughly. The other thing about it is that mobs that you kind of kill and whatnot drop it as well, so you don't need to replenish it as often as you would if you bought the level 65 food, in addition to the fact that level 65 food doesn't help you as much. Let's see, Razor says, by the way, always Horde. I don't know how somebody can be Alliance. Alliances, we'll reserve that word for a different type of stream, but you know, Razor, the thing about Alliance and Horde is I've played both for so long that it's essentially the same thing to me. Back when there was a big difference between them, let's go see if we can get the Boulder Fist plans. I think, you know, I guess we'll just do the closer ones first. I really don't know the order for Negran, so let's just do that. And before we actually start that, excuse me, let me clean up my quest log here. We'll stop following that. But yeah, no, I've played probably, I guess we'll abandon this actually. Let's see. Mana Tombs is not going to happen, so we'll abandon that as well. And Terracar Forest, we are attempt to purify the Darkstone of Terra. I don't remember getting that, to be honest. We'll keep it. We'll just untrack it. But yeah, no, going back to the Horde versus Alliance thing. I started in vanilla with Alliance, and then in Burning Crusade I switched to Horde. Had a Horde Warlock, and kind of stayed Horde until about, what was it? Warlords Draenor. When that Warlords Draenor came out. Let me just focus on where I need to go here. Oh, this quest is a pain in the ass. Okay. We just need to kill these ogres until we get the plans. They are level 64, so should be decently manageable, I suppose. Maybe we'll luck it out and get off the first one? Nope. But yeah, I've spent so much time on both sides that it's the same difference to me. Alright, well, we might as well finish grinding these guys just for the beads, I suppose, since we need 10 of them. Second thought. Wow. That guy hits hard. Alright. And we gotta respawn. Okay. Let's res Sam here and we'll eat real quick. Let's see. Wannabe says it's laggy, but my game doesn't. Okay, if it's laggy, Wannabe, it's probably more tied into your connection speed. So most people talk about your download speed, but it's your upload speed that becomes more critical. And Razor, this might be something you're interested in as well. When setting up your upload speed in OBS, figure out, do a what you call it, a speed test. Figure out what your consistent speed is, and then take off about 25% and use that as your upload speed within the OBS parameters. Because if you max it out, what's going to happen is it's going to solely pull in your gameplay, and so your what is it called, your voice, your sound, and everything like that's going to be way skewed. So just be aware of that. Razor says, never played Alliance, always played Horde since February 2005. 12 years on the true path. Nice. Razor says, dude, watch out. Yeah, I know. I was getting hit like a truck there. I got down to 50%. So, like I said, this is when you come into a new zone like this. It's almost, good grief. Look at that mess. Yeah, I'm not even gonna mess with that. Let's work our way up here. What do we need to do? We need to kill a named mob way in the middle here. I thought we had a quest at one point. We had to pick up items. So I kind of hate doing this. Sorry guys, like I said, this is going to be a little bit not as smooth because this is my first time in the grant and I'm just trying to do stuff as efficiently as possible. So what may end up happening, we just have to come back in here. So if it happens, it happens. It's not a big deal. I think at this point we just actually doing the quest is probably more beneficial than anything else. Alright, so we got a bunch of items we don't really care about. Johnny, welcome to the stream, by the way. Johnny says, what is the Ironman challenge? So let me throw a trap on these guys here. Alright, so I'll take care of him for a while. The Ironman challenge is to level from 1 to 110 without dying once. And to do that with only white quality gear. What I'm concerned about is if I shoot him, if he's going to run all the way back and then pull those guards with him. Let's just see what happens. This would be good for testing purposes. Okay. Alright, we're alright. But yeah, Johnny, to kind of answer your question in more detail, there's a handful of more rules that go with it, but essentially it's going from 1 to 110 with only white or gray quality gear, and then you can't group up with anyone. You can't do any potions, elixirs, or flasks. You can't do any dungeons, kill any bosses or within dungeons or raids. So you know, if you wanted to try to go into a dungeon and solo it or something, you can't do that. You can't do any sort of pet battling. So it's just really essentially bare bones. Can you get to 110 without dying with the worst gear in the game? And it sounds kind of rough, but it's actually really fun. Like I said, I've enjoyed this more than I've enjoyed a lot of things in the game, and that's saying quite a bit because I've had a lot of fun in Legion. I finally logged on my main yesterday, did a little bit of the time walking dungeons, got some loot, so hopefully I can maybe look at doing a normal TOS tomorrow since it's a day off. So these camps are nightmares in and of themselves. You don't run into too many of them in Azeroth, but there's so many patrolling mobs, and it's different because these mobs patrol a much wider area than normal. And so you know, if you don't see anything here for like 2 minutes, it doesn't necessarily mean there's no patrol. So you just kind of have to be very careful, very head on a swivel kind of gameplay and mentality. These guys are level 66, so as long as they don't run around when they get low health, I think for the most part we'll be alright. Razor said, also a cool thing is I managed to get the best PC that you can get back in 2004, and I played vanilla in that PC, ran like old times. Are you still using that PC? Or you have upgraded then? Because if you've gotten 12, 13 years out of your PC, you've done very well. Alright. There's really no reason to kill these guys except to prevent something. I don't want to get in combat with him just yet. Like I said, these guys are roaming around. Are they coming this way or are they going that way? Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish off the circle here. Because sometimes this mob that you've trapped will aggro, and the add-on won't give you the indication that it's aggroed onto you, and you can go further into the camp, and all of a sudden this thing is pulling everything that it sees along the way, and pulls half the camp into you. So just trying to think ahead as much as possible. As per normal, when going into this type of building, just kill your way all the way around. I could almost bet money that there's going to be a horde, not a horde, but a patrol that comes in here. It's 9 times out of 10 it seems like that's the case. Now whether or not I went the wrong direction to be able to run into them, that's a different story, but at least want to kill these guys here on the perimeter. Let's see, Razor says, yeah, I used to play vanilla servers like Elysium. Yeah, you know, I've noticed that private server streaming is fairly popular on YouTube, especially the Russian guys stream quite a bit. And to me, the only reason I really don't have too much of an interest in stuff like that is because I played it. So I don't have any negative feelings toward private servers or toward that style of gameplay. It's just I've played it, so I've already experienced that content, and I really don't have too much of a drive to do that again. But you know, there's a lot of people who haven't played that content, so. Razor says, I have my PC today, only use that to play Elysium. Alright, so let's blow this guy up. He has 3,800 health. Let's get this done. Probably overkill. Definitely overkill. We have our item, we have our quest completed, so let's work our way back out of here. And I guess I'll go ahead and do my spiel about enclosures as well. If you're in a cave, if you're in a building, a ship, or anything like that, try to, as much as possible, level and clear the place out as thoroughly but as quickly as possible, because those tend to respawn more quickly and the mobs are more densely packed together. So you just don't want to put yourself in a situation where if you cleared it normally and took the time, you would be killing 1 or 2 at a time, and but because you try to skip something or someone tried to skip one, they now have 3 or 4 to deal with, and in an enclosure that's very hard to control. We got this guy to deal with. I forget his name. What is his name? Corky. Gets captured like 3 times by these guys. But yeah, that's just kind of my experience with enclosures. Like I said, in ships, caves, or buildings. What does he want us to do here? Free him? No, we need a key first. Who's got the key? I don't know if it just drops off a random ogre or it might. It's free Corky, but it's probably just, I don't know. Maybe if I read the quest, I'd know, huh? Oh, help, they're gonna eat me. I just want to know. Find the key. I know it has to be on. Yeah, one of these ogres. Okay. Let's see, King. Welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen your name before. Welcome. King says, oh no, that's all in Chinese. Chinese or Japanese? So guys, try to keep the chat in English, just because there are a lot of only English-speaking people within the chat. So just out of common courtesy, just try to keep it in the English language. Let's see. Razor looks like King. Yeah, King and Razor. Yeah, I don't know what he actually said, but let's do try to keep it in English as much as possible. Alright, so we need... How many more of these? We need 4 more war beads and 1 key. So I guess we'll just kind of kill these guys until we get that key. All of the ogres within the Grand drop the war beads, so I'm not too awful concerned about picking up that quest. I think the follow-up to it is simply being able to turn it in again. But with that, we did get the key, so let's go free Corky so he can get captured about 2 more times. Oh, no, we'll use the flying mount since we're allowed to do that. And he's free. Hopefully a flood of ogres don't sneak up behind us. Okay. Alright, so with that... Sam's getting hit a little hard here, but it is manageable. We've had a little bit of discussion to Razor says, he said, look at eating a man harsh ears. That is what Google said. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to even how to respond to that one. Completely lost my train of thought too. I guess we'll go ahead and knock out the last 2 obsidian war beads since there's only 2, and we'll go back and hearth back to our location. I try to save my hearths for when I have to go into a cave, but let's go ahead and knock this guy out. But I think since we still have well over an hour to stream, maybe more, we'll go ahead and burn the hearthstone. We'll go ahead and trap. Nope, traps on cooldown. There we go. So we need 1 more set of war beads. Razor says, so no Ring of Honor? No, I don't think we'll survive it, Razor. I have serious doubts about that. You know, I think maybe the first one we might be able to do, but anything past that, because at one point, you know, you have 2 or 3 mobs, and then, you know, toward the end you just have something that has absolutely crushing hits, especially for us. So we'll hearth now. So no, I think that's gonna have to wait till we have BOAs. Let's see. Razor says try the first one with the turtle and let's see. Maybe we'll try it right before we leave to go to Northrend. But at this level, I am 95% sure that is a suicide mission, so we'll let those guys hold on to the Ring of Blood for a little bit longer. Alright, so let's see, we have 3 turn-ins here. I kind of want to, just to say I was able to do it, but yeah, I don't think it's going to actually happen. One of me says, I love my new cat, his name is Heman. Is this a real life cat or is this your pet, in-game pet cat wannabe? Let's go ahead and turn in this right here. I think at this point we're going to start. I asked you to find and free Corky once again. So we knew that was coming. I think, yeah, Nessingware is over here. So let me see. What do we need to do with these guys? Oh, okay. So this is the village, and let's see if they've nerfed the Hammett Nessingware quest anymore. That might be pretty decent XP. We'll kind of kill stuff as we go along. One of you says, "Oh, in real life." Wannabe says, I'm more of a dog person, but he is cute. Yep, we have a cat as well. I don't know if most people have watched this before us know that, but hang on, we have a quest here. Oh, you know what this is? We have to, back then you had to jump on the trampoline to land on that thing. But I think we need to just kill elementals at this point. So we're on our way to, what is this? We have to interrogate someone actually. I didn't even see this quest on the map. So that is Lump. I don't see too many other ogres nearby, so but yeah, no, Wannabe says Sam. Yep, Sam. He's just learned yesterday or the day before he's a ragdoll. That's the breed he is, and he'll be 20 next month, so he's an older cat. He's well beyond the expectation for the average lifespan of a ragdoll from what I've searched. Super sweet cat. If there is a breed I would recommend, it would be that breed. Every time I've kind of come across that, they've been super relaxed, easygoing. Of course, if you give them catnip, they lose their mind, but for the most part, just really sweet cats. Let's see, we need an elemental, I think that's what's supposed to be here. So maybe we might be following behind someone's footsteps as far as their questing goes, so let's go straight to Nassingwary. Maybe we can fly over those guards. I'd kind of like to show everyone what we're dealing with and what we're trying to avoid out here. Razor says, I have a dog named Sawyer. What breed is it, Razor? The bigger dog, or I don't think that's going to drop the item we need. I'm not 100% sure what their patrol path is, so that makes me even a little bit more nervous. I know they go down this path here, but as far as do they go this way, or this way, I don't know. So we'll just try to mitigate running into them as much as possible, or avoid, should I say, not mitigate. Alright, so that's turned in. And we're killing a bunch of cleft hoofs. 12 of them. Alright, so that's the latest number, 12. Not 10. Or 30, thankfully. So with that being said, we'll begin the process of eliminating these guys. They seem to be dying pretty quick, so hopefully this won't take too long. Let's see, Razor says it's a medium one. It's a mixed race, but the mother is pure Lhasa. If I'm saying that right, Lhasa Apso? Apso? I'm more familiar with cats and dogs just because we've always kind of been cat people over here. Alright, so let's see. Let's go ahead and mount up, and there's no reason to kill these guys just yet. I think we will here soon, but as of now, no reason to bother with it. I want to shoot this guy, just see if my UI is not updating. I thought the ones that dropped the air we're looking for were blue, but I haven't seen one yet, so. But we are over the halfway point with still over an hour to stream, so I think 67 is going to be pretty feasible for us. As long as we can get through the Nassingwary portion of the questing. Let's see if we can lead him back over the trap. There we go. Did he just break out, or shit? Alright, well, let's slow him down. and take care of that. I don't know if Sam broke them out when he ran by, but okay, yeah, so they do drop the elemental gas, so that works out. So we can just pretty much kill everything here except for the Alex. Joan Taylor says, I have lots of Apso as well. Apso. Morning, morning. And let's see. What else do we need? I think the drop rate's probably like 1 in 3, 1 in 4 for these ARs, so let's see if we get a little bit more lucky with the drop rate. Nice, and we got a quest, so that's perfect. I thought they dropped one, but I wasn't 100% sure. Ray says, well, can't link, but you can check it out if on Google. Yeah, I'll look into that. Okay, I do need to kill him. Yeah, like I said, we're more cat people over here, so dog's just too much of a handful for us. Especially, you know, you want to kind of, our preference is to keep it down to one pet. Other people do pretty well with multiple pets, but for us it's just easier to manage. Give all your attention to one cat or one dog and spoil him or her to no end. Not sure. I think we'll leave this area when we hit 67. It kind of depends on how we're looking as far as the quest goes, though. I kind of only wanted to come here just to get to 67 and then take off, but if we're in a series of quests where we're generating XP at a pretty fast rate, then there's really no reason to leave. And like someone said, if they've kind of eliminated the rares, this might be a good way to generate XP pretty quickly. Alright, so we need 4 more Talbucks, 7 more Windrocks after this, and 5 more Cleftos. So that's not too bad. We're cutting through these guys pretty quick. I did get a green, so we'll tuck that away. And kill this guy, get that last item to drop, hopefully. Nope. So let's switch back. Where do we need to go? Where's the best spot to farm here? Trying to see if I can find that pack that runs by, but doesn't seem like they're going to be anywhere near, so that's fine. Don't want to make too much of an effort to find them. Alright, so let's see. We need 5 more Windrocks after this guy. Go ahead and start with the aggressive patrolling guy first here. And no dice. Hoping to get that 3rd quest on him before I finish up the rest of this. Might time it such that we can use our Hearthstone just to turn in a whole bunch of quests at the same time. Alright, so that's give Sam a quick heal, blow this guy up. And I think we only need 1 more Talbuck, so cutting through this pretty quick actually. Give Sam some Dire Beasts to help him out real quick, and Alright, so we need one more, just about everything except the wind rock, so grab this guy right here and that wind rock over there. So let me run something by you guys real quick, see what your opinion is of it. And looking at other channels, a lot of people tend to put a kind of a gambling thing in their chat. So if I'm understanding it correctly, what happens is that, you know, as you watch someone's stream, you acquire more and more of whatever the currency is. Let's say we'll call it gold for now, and then within the within acquiring that gold, and after you've watched, I guess, X amount of minutes, you acquire so much gold, and then you can use it to gamble. Is that something you guys would be interested in me putting in the chat? Or could you care less, to be honest? I don't know if that's something I get when I have to have an X amount of subscribers, or how that works out, but just kind of want to get a feeling for what your preference is. Alright, so that's everything here. And oh, we still need one more of those air items. Let's see. Joan says yes, I would love it, and Wannabe also says yes. Okay. Well, maybe that's something I'll work on tomorrow since we have the day off. I'll see if I can set something up, and maybe by Monday we'll have something going. What's the other thing I was considering here? Yeah, like I said, I don't know if that's available at any level of subscription or how that works out, so I'll find out all the details to that on today and tomorrow, and see if I can work something out like that. I did want to kind of keep it with an Ironman theme, you know what I mean? Like kind of tying it back to what you call it. Where did our oh, our hunters are over there. Okay, let's accept that. Where did everybody go? Oh, there they are. There's a currency in Game of Thrones, and I don't know how it all works out, but you know, one of the things that they had, one of the groups of people were the guys that paid the quote-unquote iron price. You know, and the question always was, did you pay the iron price or did you pay the gold price? And since this is the Iron Man challenge, I was thinking of making something of the currency along the lines of iron coins, or we could just keep it simple and go with gold. I don't know if it really matters, but again, just running it by you guys, see what you think. If that's something you're kind of interested in, and we'll go from there. And like I said, I'll work on it tomorrow. I think we just need to go to the Frozen Throne, not Frozen Throne, but Throne of Elements. And that's pretty much going to move us this way, because we have to kill more ogres as we work our way over there. So I'm going to fly kind of in this direction just to avoid the horde camp as much as possible. But yeah, everyone, in looking at everyone's channel, they kind of each do it their own way, so I might have to make some sort of template, just kind of let people know how it's done and how to do it, how to operate the Nightbot and whatnot, because all that's new to me, so we'll work it out. We'll get a couple trial runs and fix all the bugs as we go, and then have it in full swing. So I think we have 2 quests here, actually. I'm kind of surprised I didn't see the group of horde running around. Let's see. Wannabe says iron levels would be a good name, so I say 20 iron levels. Sounds cool to me. All right, we'll put that in the I guess the hat of suggestions, and like I said, we'll give it a shot hopefully Monday, and then we'll just kind of work the bugs out and just have it be like a weekly, or who has the highest score at the end of the week or month, or however we want to do it, and just take it from there. I think I need to talk to this guy. Complete the quest. Wants you to slay 10 tortured earth. So yeah, I think that's where we go back and kill a bunch of these guys. So let's go ahead and make our way over here. Alright, do we need to kill? Yes, we do. Alright. So we are all of about 75% on the way to 67, so that's kind of nice. Like I said, though, it's kind of expected. We set ourselves up pretty good yesterday to be able to level twice today. That being said, more than likely we'll only level once on Monday, but we'll handle that as we see it till then. So I'm also looking for berries. I think that's the first one there. That's not quite berries. Alright, so that's done. Still need 5 more of these guys. There's not too much of a reason. I don't think there's any specific mobs over there near the horde base, so I'll probably stay over here as much as possible. And that will get us to how many? We just need 1 more. I'm gonna grab this over here. And done with those. So we'll just kind of pick this up as we go. We need 2 more, I think, after this. Yep. That is kind of a nice thing about Nagrand now. The quests are pretty densely packed together. Alright, so what do we need here? 12 bull slain. I don't think we need a Storm Rager, but we'll take care of the bulls real quick. I doubt we'll kill all of them that we need before we get to the ogres, so once we're done with the ogres, we'll come back, and these guys have probably respawned by then. Let's see. How's it going over there? You got a headache? Oh. Do we need these? We need the tortured ones. I don't know if we needed enraged ones yet. So come back down here and take out this guy. Alright, so I think that pretty much is going to be the best we can do with the Kleptoof bulls for now. Like I said, we're going to go over here and... oh, there's more. Okay, that works out. I'm kind of curious if we can get an upgrade to our bow yet. I know we are pretty close to completing our transmog. I think we have, what, 6 of the 8 pieces so far? So maybe we can buy a bow from Shadow Moon Valley, or Nether Storm might be a good option by an upgrade. How many more of these do we need? 4 more. So that's 3 right there. And that, yeah, okay, we're good. Yeah, I'm not sure as far as patrol pass, but for the most part, I don't think there's anything we have to worry about, I guess, running across the grass. For us, the more dangerous area of the questing is going to be on the road. Fortunately, like I said, we can fly. And let's see, we need the advisor slain. I think he's in the cave. But yeah, nope. I was asked a couple times, am I going to do the Ring of Blood? That's that's negative. That's going to be a suicide mission for us, and we're just going to kill these ogres and get right back out of here. I think the named mob though is in a cave up on top of a hill, so see if we can make our way in that direction. Alright. That's done. You still sleepy? Well, you went to bed at what, 2:30? Yeah. I saw the bread, it looks good. So that's the guy we need to kill. He has 3,600 health, so shouldn't be too big of an issue for us. Oh, we need to take care of that totem. Those, believe it or not, those totems can hit pretty hard. We don't need to use cooldowns, but we will just because we haven't used them in a while. Alright, so that's going to make... What else do we need here? 2 more Reavers. Are these Reavers? No, these are Shaman. So I think the Reavers are the guys in pretty big armor. Yeah. So there's our 2 right there. Alright, so that's done. I'll grab this guy first since he's patrolling around. And boom. Q says, I was going to try and level a character with only an axe. For what, your Ironman? Like only 1 axe, or... That would definitely make the, the Ironman challenge a lot more difficult. If you could do that. If there was a way to confirm people have only, I guess, used the, what do you call it? Confirm that people had only used the gear that they were given, that would be a pretty hardcore way to do Ironman challenge. Zion, what's going on, Zion? Welcome back. Says still in Outland? Oh yeah, we are about 20 to 25% from 67. And then that means 1 or 2 levels in Shadow Moon or Netherstorm. And then it's off to Northrend. He says, only an axe, no armor, no nothing. No, yeah, wow. That would be really tough to do. Because I know if you're melee, the plate gear does give you some level of armor. I'm trying to find a safe spot to land so I don't have to grind all the way out here. Hopefully Sam spawns. There we go. Alright, so let's see if we can get into the cave before Ogre sneaks up behind us and free up Corgi. We have almost a little under 3 minutes for the Hearthstone, so that might work out pretty well. We'll free up Corey and then Hearth out of here and turn in everything. Did we get all the bowls we needed? Yeah, we did. Okay. Okay. Oh. We did get a green item, so we'll tuck that away somewhere safe. And looks like we have a patrolling mob, but he's heading away from us, so that's fine. And then I'm going to go ahead and kill this guy just because he'll probably see us as we run by. Silence the Frostbolt. He can have his loot. Not too interested in that. Alright, so let's drop a trap here just in case. Sam has all of 184 health, so let's let him build up a little bit of stamina. Wukong, welcome to the stream. Says, hi, I'm from Poland. Well, hello, I am from southern region of the US. How's life in Poland going? I think someone just recently opened up a private server in Poland, or it might have been Russia actually. So that's interesting. Good to have you, by the way. Let's see. Wannabe says, did you guys hear about the guy that leveled a panda from 90 and level 290 in just the starting zone? He actually made it to 110. It's his name's Double Agent. He did that purely off of herbalism and mining. So we got the key. We'll free up Corgi here. Or we don't have the key. Well, did it just not drop? Why? Well, I thought for sure it had dropped by the time we killed our way back here. Well, damn. Looks like we're going to have to farm this cave once again, unless the key's on the other side. Oh, damn. Like I said, I haven't done this. Ooh, we're down to 58%. So let's go ahead and eat real quick. Q says, here I go with the X only character. Good luck. That's it'd be interesting to see how if that makes a if it makes a difference. If it's easier or if it's about the same. Not easier, if it's about the same or more difficult. I'm going to... Alright, so we need to free Corgi. Does it tell us where the key is? So ask you to free Corgi. This is embarrassing. Do you think... Well, his curiosity has gotten the best of him once more. He told me that he was going to investigate the Boulder Fist menace for Uncle Momor and ran off to the Ogre Mountains. Do you think you could track him down? So I guess it's the same setup here where we just kill ogres until stuff spawns. So these two guys are right on top of each other. So let's see if we can trap them without getting both of them to rush us. Yeah, because when they rush and hit, that's almost a quarter of my health. And there's a key, but he's probably been aggroed, so... Alright, so now we're going to get into areas where we have our own respawns to deal with, so I am going to try to stay at max health as much as possible. Wannabe says, what a legend Double Agent is. Yeah, that is an incredible amount of work, especially that last leg going from 100 to 110. I think it took days of gameplay in between the levels, if I remember reading that right. Let's see, there we go. But yeah, that is quite the challenge. It's fun when people do not odd things, but different things like that, where they just level without a faction, or you know, like the Ironman challenge, how this slowly came about. Alright, so with that, I will be right back. So I think well, what we'll do is we'll just play it safe, and I will be back in about 30 seconds. I'm going to grab something from the kitchen, and I'll be right back. So excuse me 1 sec. Alright, sorry about that. We're back. Had to get a drink there real quick. Okay, so we are back in, I forget what that town's called. Telahar. Let's go ahead and we'll first turn in our quests, and then we'll sell everything we have. That we have a little bit of backspace to work with. But yeah, just kind of recap since we're starting again. We are about 20% from level 67. Turn this in, and whether or not, I'm trying to debate what we need to do here. Oh, darn the hunger. We'll grab it just in case we come across someone killing them. We'll tag it, but whether or not I kind of do this on my own, we'll see. Let's see how much health he has. I think he hit pretty hard. Excuse me, the armor breaker. Okay. Take that. And then I think Corgi gets trapped in a cage one more time. So there might be a follow-up here. fine. Yep. Alright, now we have quite a few quests turn into Nessingware as well, as the elements here. So I guess we could go down in this ravine. We'll turn in this quest, and then we'll go down in the ravine and take care of these guys. Just in case we have 2 reasons to go down there. Alright. Want you to use the Jumptron 4000. No, I don't feel like taking fall damage. So we'll just fly up here. And see how hard this bird hits. There it is. So he has how much health? 7,200. So we'll get Sam to. We will blow all of our cooldowns for this. If he ever lands. I don't remember it taking this long last time. Oh, okay. He's going to land down here. Okay. I think we got a lucky crit for almost probably 3k. And we'll turn this back in. And done. Okay, we need... Doesn't matter, we can't use either one. But we can sell them. So let's do that real quick before we accidentally equip one. I'll keep this because we're going to keep acquiring these tokens for the whole time we're here. So we'll throw them away once. Excuse me. Once we've left the Grand. But I think we need to kill these. The tortured earth is more over here. So let's go over there and knock that out. We have Darn the Hunger. We need the Ravenous Wind Rocks. So I think we'll knock those out, and then we'll turn in the quest to Nessingware here. So we'll alleviate the tortured earth spirits as much as possible. Alright, so let's see. Where are we at? I think we're gonna have to fly up and down a good bit. These guys are all along the edge. And then the wind rocks are right across the other side there, so this should be fairly quick. I say that and I don't see any more actually. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So this would be number 6 right here. And I want to see one there. Let's see. This should be all we need right here actually. So this is going to be what, 8? Yeah, 8. And then 9 and 10 are right over there. Alright. And done, I think. Now we're done. Alright, so with that knocked out, let's go knock out the wind rocks. That way we'll kind of keep the Nessingware quests all grouped up at the same level as much as possible, because I think the next series is to kill the one named mob for each one, whatever the bird is, and then as well as the cleft hoofs and the talbuks. Oh, you know what? The talbuk might be pretty difficult. Q says goodbye. Alright, Q, you have a good rest of the day. I'll see you. Like I said, we have Sunday off, so we'll pick back up on Monday. And Molten says, I'm back temporarily, just chilling for a nap tonight stream. Nice. You, how far did you make it on your Bloodthirsty Challenger? I think it said 9, but I wasn't sure. That might be something good for me to do when I don't feel like playing the main, or I don't quite have enough time to stream. Is might have a little bit of build-up time and do my own Bloodthirsty Ironman. So I kind of like that idea, how we were discussing it earlier. Alright, Sam needs a heal. He's about at half health. And this will make number 8. Thankfully, like I said, you used to have to kill 30 of each of these, and that was tiring, to say the least. So I'm glad it's down to 12. Mont says level 10 now and going Fury for a bit. Oh, that's a good point. I'm not sure if I want to do Fury or tank spec. That's a good point. Fury seems like it's a little bit more bloodthirsty built, just because your a lot of your healing spells, or at least one of them, requires you to have killed something previously. So, excuse me. Let's see what's next here. Done the Hungerer. We'll worry about him later. Let's go ahead and is this the only place that these guys are at? Yeah, it looks like it. Alright, so before we land over there, we're going to have to pull Sam back out and heal him, because he's about at 20%. Molten says, and get a tank pet, or change Sam to tank spec. Yeah, I might have to do that. I was wanting to get the Ghost Crawler out there in Vashir and get that toward the end of Cataclysm, but I might need the tank spec before then. Alright, so the ogres are all here and here, so they should be pretty densely packed. It should be pretty quick. Zion says, warrior tank spec is very simple. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. That way, you know, there's not a whole, what do you want to call it? A whole complicated rotation every time to kill a mob. Since it's Ironman, I kind of want to keep it as straightforward and as simple as possible. So let's go ahead and trap this guy so we can knock out his friend there. Oh, and we didn't even heal Sam. Oh well. Alright, we'll give him another heal. And just kind of clear out this camp pretty much. This should go by actually fairly quick, just because these guys are so densely packed. But we are within 5% of 67, so that's kind of nice. Alright, let's see. I know there's a guy inside that building, so we'll take care of this one first, and then get a free shot in there. Alright, so how many more crushers do we need? 2 more after this guy and 4 more mystics. The trees do make this a little bit more difficult. I'm sure I could zoom in, but that's just trading one problem for another. Alright, so we'll fly up and land right here, I suppose. Easy enough. Alright, so that's 8 mystics. Everything else is pretty much just crushers, which we only need 2 of those. I guess I won't stand beside Sam next time. Alright, so we'll grab this guy before he gets too close to the others. Okay. And done. So now we can, you know what, we do need to turn it in here first, I think, just because it's probably going to have us go kill more ogres somewhere else, which is probably where Corgi is going to be. So just for the sake of being more efficient in the future, we'll go out of our way to turn this in now. What's that? Yeah, he does get lost quite a bit. We'll save Dern for later. At least level 67 or 68. I think usually when you have quests like that, you want to give yourself the best possible chance, and there is a significant increase in health and damage when you level up. So when we're this close to leveling and maybe even looking at, say, 68, there's no reason to try to take them on at 66. Alright, so that is 67, guys. Goal accomplished. So yep, we have a follow-up to kill the warriors and the mages, so we'll do that later. We're going to go turn in Hemet Nessingwary quest, as well as the throne quest. And I'll give my diabetes a jump start here. Alright, so let's see. Like I said, I think the follow-up from the Hemet Nessingwary quest is just to kill the individual mobs now, the ones that are named. So it's not going to be any more really grinding of that. So that's the nice part about completing it, at least. Let's try to stay away from the arena here. I want to say the horde come by this area, but let me see. I'm curious exactly how many there are that run down this path. I thought the number was somewhere between 10 and 20, but we may be lucky enough to never know. Yeah, I'm not seeing them. Which is fine. Unless, of course, they go down this path, and then you just don't want to be too close to the road when you're talking to Hemet Nessingwary here. Whoa, what is this? Gankly Rotten Fist? Huh. Well, I don't have a PvP icon, so I don't think he can attack me. Huh. Yeah, I'll leave that alone. I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever seen that before, actually. He would start. I need to turn in a quest to him. So it looks like Gank is losing health, so like I said, I'm not even going to mess with that thing. Alright, so we are doing kill 1. Let's see. Mitch, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Mitch says, what race, class, and spec are you? Also, are you doing all the quests? So for what I am a Night Elf Beastmaster Hunter. And ideally, yeah, we're trying to kind of complete all the quests in the zone. But it's not necessarily a requirement. A case in point, in Hellfire, you need the Netherguard Bidder to complete the series of quests, which kind of unlocks the rest of the quest chain to be able to allow you to get the questing achievement for Hellfire Peninsula. However, I didn't want to go back to Badlands, I think. Mitch, thank you for 7, and welcome to the stream once again. I didn't want to go back to the, not the Badlands, but what is that place called? You remember? Badlands? I don't know where the portal is, whatever that zone's called. And I just didn't want to go back there because that zone kind of meshes and zones with the level 90 mobs, and I just don't want to get caught in on the bad luck of a mob going outside of where it's supposed to go and getting one-shotted. So yeah, we didn't complete the questing for that part, but I think we did finish up Zanger Marsh and as well as Terakar Forest. Whether or not we do it in the Grand, we'll see, because we're not going to be doing the Ring of Blood quest. But man, we have a lot of quests over here. I guess we'll knock out the Lake Spirit. I don't think there's any mobs to necessarily look out for, so we'll see if we can get the ones closer to the shore first, just to avoid having to swim around. The other thing is, a lot of the quests that you get for doing questing in, say, water zones, they'll give you a water potion to take while you're questing. You kind of want to avoid taking items like that, just because there is a slight off chance it could fail you for the Ironman challenge. So more often than not, what I'll do is I'll just come up for a breath of fresh air and then dive back down and delete the water reading item altogether. Mitch says, so to do Hellfire Peninsula, you need to go back to Blasted Lands. Yeah, that is accurate. And Blasted Lands is what it's called. That's right. Because you have to purchase the bidder from Netherguard Keep, and I think that's the only place you can get it. I tried looking on the auction house to buy it beforehand, but I didn't see it, so I didn't worry about it. Alright, so this is about as close to the Horde camp as I'll get. What we'll do is, we only need to kill one more anyway. And we'll get this one. Our breath is about 70%. I'm saying that out loud so I don't kill myself here. Let me silence the water bolt as well. And we're done. So we're going to turn this in. And let's see. I think we need to kill also the rumblers that go along the northern wall here, so we'll just see where this next quest leads us. And wants you to destroy the large hut, the western hut, and the southern hut, as well as the eastern hut. Okay. I know where that's at. That's way over here. We'll knock out this first and kind of just maybe work our way in a counterclockwise direction. And try to knock out as many of those quests as we can. But yeah, no, Hellfire is actually pretty good questing. As long as you can stay away from the mob that will flag you for PvP. And avoid the Fel Reavers. We saw the Fel Reaver way too many times. But as long as you can avoid them, there should be no issue. Alright, so we need 8 more of the Crusher cores. There should be 10 in this area. I've done this quest quite a few times when the content was current. There should be, but I'm not sure now. Let's see. Lessa says, good. Is that buy me a good job? Is that? Oh, good work. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Yep, we are now level 67, so we're moving along pretty nicely actually. Already 20% into 67, and I think if we could get to the halfway point today, we might be in a position to level twice again on Monday. Slavko says, you are doing great and subbed and liked. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream, by the way. We are, this is our 3rd attempt. Like I said, we just hit 67. And I think if we can get halfway there today, we'll be able to level twice tomorrow. So that'll be nice. Mitch says, I was doing a similar challenge, but I didn't know where to quest, so I was at Silver Pine Forest, not knowing it was a horde zone, and wandered into a horde town or something. Yeah, so that's one of my biggest concerns for the Ironman challenge is the faction camps. Even if you are on a PvE server, the faction camps will immediately one-shot you depending on the level of the guards there. So you kind of want to, when feasible, take a look at the zone, kind of get an idea of where the alliance camps are, and if not alliance camps, but the camps, the faction camps that you're a part of are, as well as that you're not a part of. Because if you run across the wrong one, some of them have, you know, if you're say in Hellfire Peninsula, some of them will have level 60 guards, but then you could turn around and go into the next zone like Zangamarsh, and those guys for some odd reason have level 110 guards. So there's really no real rhyme or reason. You just kind of have to stay away from them all as much as possible. We'll go ahead and turn this in, and then we'll work our way, because I think most of these quests you turn in at Talar, so Talar, if that's how you say it. There's 2 A's in there. Mitch says, do you have to research it or something? No, not really. A lot of it's going to be trial and error, and the other part is really going to come from experience. But most camps, whether it's Horde or Alliance, will have pretty large banners, so you just kind of keep an eye out for that as much as possible. I got the Throne of Elements. Ask you to slay 30 minions of Gurok, which I have no idea where that's at. So like I said, we'll just work our way over here, kill these guys, and at least lighten this area of all these quest hubs. Our quests should go pretty quick. That should, I would imagine that if we can knock out that section here in the next 10 or 15 minutes, we'll at least get halfway to 68. Mitch says there was like level 110 guards and a level 10 zone. Yeah, there's really no, like I said, rhyme or reason to it. I don't know what their formula is, or if they just kind of haphazardly say this camp gets 110 guards for this reason. But it would be nice if they kind of made the guards scale with you, or scale with the people at least attacking it. Alright, so these guys, I think we need to kill them at some point, but that's not going to be now. I think what we do need to do is go into this cave once again, kill 20 ogres, and then find that bird flying around and kill him as well. And we'll land here. Make sure we have Sam and the little guy. And here we go. Man, that guy rushes in and hits pretty hard actually. Unless Sam was just starting at low health. There's always that. Level 10 Worgen Rogue. That's unfortunate. Let's not go in there. The reason we're not is just because the respawns are going to be way out of order and pretty tough to deal with. So rather than have respawns pop up on top of us, we'll just avoid the cave until it's completely repopulated. Go ahead and turn that off. Yeah, that warrior rush hits really hard actually. Oh, it hit me this time. Alright, so now Mitch, were you Horde or Alliance at the time? Oh, you know what? That would make sense because Worgen starting zone's up there too, isn't it? Because initially I was thinking you were maybe a gnome or a dwarf who just lost your way and was up there for some reason, but I forget the Worgen have a camp up there.
That's a long way to get lost.
Yeah, it is. Alright, ooh, that was a 2000 crit there. I'm going to try to get closer to the warrior and see if he actually rushes if we're within a certain distance. It doesn't look like it. Mitch says Alliance. Nice. Alright, let's see. We'll wait for these guys to respawn and we'll go kill the these guys for their core. Like I said, I'm going to just avoid going into that cave for the next 10 minutes or so. More than likely, those things are not going to res in the same order. Oh, he turned around. Okay. They're not going to res in the same order that I would have killed them in. And they could spawn behind me, in front of me, on top of me. And a lot of the older content, such as Northrend, Outland, have a little bit of a glitch where the whole zone can sometimes spawn on top of you at the same time as opposed to one at a time. So you kind of have to be careful not to get in a buggy situation like that. Alright, so Sam's about half health. I'm at 60% with poison on me, so we'll go ahead and eat here. CSV, welcome back. Long time, haven't seen you in a while. It says 67, getting up there, moving along quite nice. Thank you, sir. Yeah, hopefully we'll get to that halfway point today and set ourselves up for leveling twice tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but Monday. We do have tomorrow off since it's Sunday. And yeah, we might be looking at Northrend starting at the early next week. Northrend went by pretty quick. Cataclysm went by even faster, but Northrend definitely once we got out of the Howling Fjord and into Borean Tundra, it wasn't too bad at all. Alright, so that's our 5 cores. Let's go ahead and mount up here. These guys should start respawning here pretty soon. Oh, I need a... Should. I don't see anybody. Oh, he's probably killing them again. Okay. If you kill these guys, I think they give you some level of rep. So, that's probably why he's farming them. If not for the beads. CSV says, any close calls in the last few days? Oh, we had one yesterday. What was it? What did we do? We haven't had one... No, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before. I did a 12-hour stream and we had like 4 or 5 close calls there. And then one the day after. But I think the past 2 days has been pretty consistent actually. Been trying to find the Gut Ripper guy. So I know he when he patrols around, he flies high at some points and then flies low at other points. So try to look up on the road while I'm not in the grass there. There we go. So there he goes. That's, I think he lands over here somewhere. So that's a dense pack of mobs. So we'll go ahead and tag him just so make sure we follow him around. But yeah, no, as opposed to close calls, I think the past few days we've been doing fairly well. So I don't know if we're building up our bad luck or... Okay, so NPC scan does make a noise and you do have to hover over it. So let's go get that guy. Gut Ripper can wait. There's a rare to be found. Alright, so let's... He's still going that way. This guy's by himself. I think we need to actually kill him, so that works out well. Alright, so he's going that way. That guy's aggressive. Alright, so let's just go ahead and blow our cooldowns here, because he has 7,200 health, so wanted to heal, but we denied him. I might turn that sound down just because that made me jump. And there we go. We have a BOE neck. Probably isn't going to do us much good on the auction house, but it's there. Alright, so now we need to figure out where the Gut Ripper went. Like I said, I think he goes in a circle, and at one point or another he comes close to the ground. Just kind of forgot about him and moved on to the rear there. I'm not seeing him at all. We do want to stay off the road to avoid those guys. And okay, so he's going back over there. So we'll meet him over there and take him out. He's got 7,600 health. Can we hit him from here? Let's see. I kind of want to get to him before he lands near the other birds. Oh shoot. Or that guy. Alright, so what's he going to do? His path really isn't too much set, but he looks like he's going the other way. That works. We'll do that. And we'll pop Bestial Wrath. And no concerns. Bless you. Alright. With that out the way, what do we need here? This is Corgi once again. We need to go back and kill these ogres because if we get the, I think we have the ogres out of sequence right now because we're killing them after we've already set Corgi free. So let's go ahead and knock out these over here, turn this quest in, and then we can kind of do it all at the same time. Mitch says, I'm kind of confused. What's the difference between Outland and Draenor? So as the storyline goes, Outland's kind of the portal that we went into right after Azeroth and Vanilla Warcraft. I don't know why I call it Azeroth. Vanilla Warcraft. The Draenor expansion is, I guess, Garrosh, in escaping from us, allied himself with the Black Dragonflight. I think that's the name of them. And those guys are kind of in control of time. And him and those guys went off to another timeline. Just like a completely different universe. And that's kind of the difference. Like, I guess Outland's on our timeline, and then Draenor's on another timeline. They're the same continent, but Outland went through the experience of Gul'dan opening up all the... Gul'dan, or it was another warlock? Some orc opening up a bunch of portals. It was too many portals for the world, and it ripped the world apart, so that's why your Outland's kind of just floating in space as opposed to having you know, water in it and your traditional sphere, I guess, for a planet. Razor says Outland is a present Draenor, yeah, which was overrun by the Legion, and like I said, too many portals were opened in the in this Draenor, which we call Outland. And then the Gul'dan and the, yeah, I guess the Gul'dan from the other timeline at the end of Warlords of Draenor moved to our timeline because the Gul'dan on our timeline is actually dead, and his skull is actually used for some sort of item, I think. And then Razor says Draenor was the past version when it was dominated by orcs. Yeah, so as far as the time sequence, yes, the Draenor is an earlier version of Outland. But it's on a completely different timeline as well. CSV says there's a really bad storyline filler expansion. It kind of was. I think it... A lot of people were saying, I'm not really familiar with the lore, but a lot of people were saying it kind of broke it a good bit and it didn't make a lot of sense. So, alright, so we need to hearth back and turn in this ogre quest. That way we can kind of line ourselves back up properly. Rita says, using timeline in WoW especially kills the story development. Yeah, it does. It's... I mean, it's not more than people can handle. It's just confusing, and I don't know. I think you could have said Grommash was summoned to another planet and had the same difference. But when you start time hopping like that, I think people kind of, generally speaking, lose interest, just because it's hard to make sense of a story like that. Alright, so we did get the follow-up quest. Diplomatic measures. Hear the tale of the Blade Master. So who do we talk to here? Diplomatic measures. Oh, he's way over there. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and fly over there and take those out. Let's see. Catch back up here. Mitch says, and then what difference between the Legion in Outland and the Legion in the expansion? In short, nothing in my opinion. They're the same Legion. It's just the Legion can enter in and destroy multiple different worlds. So it's the same entities. Hence the reason you see a lot of the demons that we've killed before is I don't think you can actually kill them in the traditional sense. So you know your demons that were killed in Outland, killed in what is it, Wrath of the Lich King, those guys are all back as well. So Razor says the history was kind of cool, but they ruined it. There's none. The Legion's the same. Yeah, exactly. They just double some characters. Yeah, so I mean, essentially, if you kill a demon in his present form or in his form, I guess his essence of him goes back and he just kind of respawns, for lack of better terms. I don't really know the technicalities, and I don't know if anyone else does, but if I probably read the books I might know more. But that's about as far as my lore explaining capability goes. Alright, so we need to talk to this guy, and I guess at this point we'll burn these things here. Alright, so let's get Sam out. I'll trap that guy and blow up that one. And silence the lightning bolt. CSV says Legion is like the Crusades. They went to Jerusalem, got beaten back, regrouped, and they were again for round 2, round 3, round 4, right? Was it 4? The last crusade was like a bunch of children, right? I forget the full story of the crusades there. Alright, so we're going through this guy's story here. Heard his story. And it looks like, let's see. Where do we need to go? Oh, really? Way back down here? Oh, that's right. That's where we were looking at that quest earlier. Okay, well, let's just go here and burn these buildings real quick. Let's see, Razor says not exactly. The Legion was actually never defeated. Yeah, they've been pushed back, but they've never been quite defeated. Let's see, they are pushed back out, and that doesn't mean that they are losing or something. Also, what's with Gul'dan and opening in Legion? Isn't he dead, or in, or is in Legion? And oh, okay, so pretty much this is why the timeline thing gets confusing, is because there's two Gul'dans that we interact with. One we've never actually seen. That's the first one. I don't know if he was interacted with during the first Warcraft 1, 2, and 3, or how that actually works out. But the Gul'dan that we interact with is the second one that comes from Draenor. Let's see, let's go ahead and burn this one. I think we have to actually be in the building, so. Alright, that's done. We'll just kind of grind our way through this camp here. Ah, he turned the other way. Legion is alternate timeline Gul'dan. The Gul'dan of Draenor was sent to the present timeline. The original Gul'dan is dead. This one is from an alternate Gul'dan, our alternate timeline. Yep, that's right. So like I said, that's kind of where the time hopping things gets confusing. Alright, so see if we can trap him. Of course, he moves too quick. There we go. Mitch. That's funny. Yeah, it is. I mean, and to be honest, that's what's going to happen when you interact with different timelines and how they did that. It can be done. It's been done in books. It's been done in other areas, but I don't know. I think it could have been done better. Like if you switch timelines, usually it's easier to comprehend, especially on a gaming platform, if you don't deal with any of the same characters. Like you go so far in the past, but you do it on a different timeline that you don't interact with all the current characters. You know, maybe you deal with their what do you call it, their parents or their grandparents or something like that. It can be done, but when you start saying Gul'dan 1 and 2 and you know, start having those type of issues and conversation clarities, it just makes it exactly that, a cluster. Alright, last building here. So is that confusing for you? Because this is confusing for me for a little bit. You know what?
I don't give a care.
You don't give a care. Alright. That seems to be the general player base. Nobody cares. Alright, let's see. Razor says apply that to WoW and you have a... Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. I don't think I need to go to the top to... Oh, shoot. I didn't even see him. Alright, so go ahead and wreck this guy. And I think that's that. I hope we don't have to go to the top. Nope, we don't. We'll run out of here and we will eat real quick since we're at 63%. And then we'll go to Hemet Nestingwary. Mitch said, so Outland Gul'dan is dead and we never met him, while Draenor Gul'dan came to our timeline and we fought him in Legion. Yeah, exactly. That's perfect summary. So our Gul'dan and whatnot was long gone. Like I said, I don't know if he was in the original Warcraft games like 1, 2, and 3, but he's been long gone now. Alright, that's done. I think we have one more quest to turn into Hemet a little bit later. And we'll turn these in at the Throne of Elements. The Grand hasn't been too bad to us, actually. Huh? Nikki says knock on wood. Yeah, we haven't run into the horde camps at all, and we haven't run into the massive patrolling mobs, so not too bad. I think it's mostly everything's kind of over here, all the dangerous stuff, so once we get over here we should be okay. I say that and I know as well as I say that I'm forgetting something over there. Razor says original Gul'dan skull was property of Illidan. Yep, but he broke the second Gul'dan skull immediately. Dude seems legit. Yep, that's funny. He does seem to get his hand on his skull quite often. Alright. Alright, so let's find a safe spot. Maybe here. Get out of this form. So I think this is a pretty good spot to log out for the day. So with that, as always, we don't log out in the end just to minimize the amount of rested XP I get. Try to keep this as bare bones as possible. But oh, I remember this time. Let me go ahead and pop that up. Other YouTubers. There we go. And I'm glad I brought this up today because usually Falosui, Redzi, and Darwin Gaming, and sometimes Chapeau. They all stream on the weekends. Usually they kind of do it once a week, so all their channels are listed in my description. But Darwin Gaming, usually I've seen him do a condensed versions and then throw that up on YouTube. Then I've also seen him stream live. Reggie streams live. Chapeau puts up condensed versions. Fellowswee also streams live. And then I think Keithy said he was going to do another run today. So feel free to take a look at those guys. Like I said, everyone's kind of doing their own thing at this point as far as the classes are. There's a decent diversity. We do have 3 hunters, 1 warlock, a mage. I haven't seen Exploding Ember pop up anything recently, so might have to switch them out for someone else here pretty soon if I see someone else more updated. But either way, Reggie's the paladin. Keithy and Progressive are the more recent challengers, and they're both hunters right now. And yeah, that's about it. So feel free to stop by their channel. The link's in the description, and let them know I said hi and I sent you, and give them a little bit of encouragement. So we'll switch that back off, and yeah, that's it. The other thing, we are off on there's no streaming on my end on all Sundays, if I can say that correctly. All Sundays and every other Tuesday. So I'll be back here Monday morning, and we'll stream, and we'll make it our goal to get to 69, and then the rest of the week it's all Northrend after that. So as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. It's a lot more fun with everyone here and chiming back and forth and talking about all the different Guldans and timeline hopping and whatnot. So it's fun. So I appreciate everyone coming by. I also want to thank you for the 100 subscriber marks. We did hit that today, so thank you all for being a part of that. And yeah, that's it. You guys have a great rest of the day as well as weekend, and I will see you bright and early Monday morning. Have a good one.